Once upon a time, two men decided if they were making the cut. Then they made the cut. And now JT and Aaron are talking everything from wrestling to pop culture and beyond, because it's no holds barred.
Will you back down, turn and run, or stand up with the best? When your back's to the wall, what will your answer be? Will you run for the door? Will you run out on me like it's hard? It's no holds barred.
No holes. Hey, we're back.
No holds are barred. Not any hold.
Not one hold. Except
No.
for the sleeper hold you usually put me in on these podcasts. But
Yep.
tonight we're going to push through. We're going to soldier on. It's good to be back on No Holds Barred. It's been a minute. Aaron's in a whole different province, so welcome. Is that what it
Ontario.
is? Province? A new province?
Yes, it's province. Do you guys really know that little about Canada?
I said it. I know what it is.
When I was going to Florida when I was 13, and I stopped somewhere. It must have been South Carolina, and I had this conversation where the guy went, "Canada, y'all get 6 months day and 6 months night." And I don't know if he was fucking with me, but like,
Right. And he just thinks it's
sounded sincere.
all like Siberia, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back. This podcast is simulcast, video on our YouTube channel on our North South Connection, and audio on all podcast applications, except for those bitches at Spotify. Check it out under North South Connection. And this podcast is part of our NOSO 95 stretch project that's been going on through all of 2025. We've had a lot of cool content covering sports, pop culture, wrestling, and beyond. And as part of that, Aaron, has been our own little mini stretch project, rebooking the 95-96 WWF season. We started where do we start with? The build. We went from actually even before that. We started with Survivor Series 94 kind of, right? In through up to Mania 11.
I think we started with Mania 11, but we included all of that in
we kind of booked from there on.
Yeah.
And we've hit the 10 pole shows. And it's cool synergy because right now in WWE War, which airs on this network every other Monday, Marcus and I are doing the 95-96 season. So we're hitting all this content. Like In Your House 2, SummerSlam, like we're around this time now. So we're really kind of heavy into this 95 back end stretch on a couple shows here. So tonight we're going to rebook In Your House 3, 4, and Survivor Series 95. And our plan is to go to WrestleMania 12. And that's going to kind of be our ending point. So we're gonna march to that. And I'm going to quickly relive our SummerSlam rebooked card. And then, Aaron, you can fill in any gaps you think are pertinent before we start the march to In Your House 3.
Sure.
So here's our card. Chris Candido with Tammy defeated Hakushi with Jerry Lawler in his corner. Alundra Blaze.
Wait. We'll do each match, right? Because Lawler is not allowed to wrestle anymore because he lost a loser leaves the company match against Bret, but he's coming back as a manager.
Right. Okay. Yes. Pause me. Alundra Blaze defeats Bertha Faye for the women's title.
That's fine. Then that's just that.
Hunter Rose Helmsley debuted and defeated Louis Spicolli, not Red Radford in this world, Louis Spicolli.
No, Louis Spicolli. Now, the next 3 matches are part of a series. So do you remember what the stipulation was with the series?
Yeah, I know it was a best of 3. It was Camp Cornette versus anti-Cornette.
Yeah, Bigelow's Bulldog and Diesel are basically anti-Cornette, and they're going to have singles matches against all the members of Camp Cornette. And it's a best 2 out of 3. If the anti-Cornette people win, then Camp Cornette has to disband. And if Camp Cornette wins, they get a title shot, a tag team title shot, because currently Bam Bam Bigelow and Diesel are the tag team champions. They get a title shot the next night on Raw.
So Owen Hart defeated Bigelow in the first match. The British Bulldog defeated Sid. And then Yokozuna beats Diesel because Bigelow's interference backfires. And where we're going with that whole thing is that they were sowing some seeds of Bulldog kind of playing mind games a bit with Bigelow and Diesel, trying to get between them, kind of usurp his spot. And, paint Bigelow as kind of the weak link of the team. So we really kind of just delayed like the Bigelow Diesel issue, playing out here. We then have a Havana street fight where Razor Ramon defeats The Undertaker as Savio Vega debuts as a Cuban drug lord and helps Razor. So no happy-go-lucky.
But he has the same music. He has the same music, though. Yes.
So he helps Razor win. Any notes you want to add on there?
No, but it's the continuing saga of Undertaker and Razor. So this puts actually Razor up 2-1 because Taker beat Razor at WrestleMania in our straight match. And then Undertaker beat him in, I believe, a casket match at one of the In Your Houses in the spring. And this was the rubber match, but Ramon took it in nefarious ways.
Yeah, so it was at let's see. So Diesel beat Ramon in the main event of In Your House 1.
Yes.
And then In Your House 2. No, did they fight again? Because we have Luger beating Taker.
Maybe at the King of the Ring?
And Ramon costs him. No, we have Diesel Razor at King of the Ring.
Oh, so maybe we didn't do the Razor fighting him more than once.
No, I think I'm sorry. In Your House. Yeah, In Your House 1. I'm sorry. It was In Your House 1.
And at the end of this match, after Razor wins, Camp Cornette attacks Undertaker as revenge for the Lex Luger stuff in the last episode. And Ramon helps them fight. He fights the Camp Cornette off, but he doesn't make nice with Taker. He throws a toothpick in his face, something like that. So he doesn't really turn.
Okay. Shawn Michaels defeats the 1-2-3 Kid in an IC title ladder match.
Now, the Kid was the champion coming into the match. Important.
Yes, he had beaten Ramon.
Well, he won the title from Jarrett at WrestleMania.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's had it since.
And he's been kind of like skirting by every he's been winning, but he's been winning challenges. And then at In Your House 2, Shawn and the Kid went to a time limit draw. So the title was held up. The next night after Shawn and Kid went to the time limit draw, Razor kicked the crap out of him.
Right.
On Raw.
Okay. And Shawn had won King of the Ring, so he's riding off of that.
Yeah.
And then in our main event, Bret Hart defeats Lex Luger to win the world title.
Ending the total packages streak of champions since WrestleMania. And the end of Lex Luger as he is off to WCW.
Yeah, we really debated keeping him in this world because he's over and he's happy. But we wanted to stay somewhat true to the timeline. So he gets a big money offer from Bischoff. He sees the writing on the wall that he'll probably get deep pushed coming off SummerSlam. So he books it over to WCW, after having the best year of his career, probably in WWF. So
that's it. So where we stand after the let's say the Raw after WrestleMania here. Bret Hart, SummerSlam, you're right. Bret Hart's the world champion. Shawn Michaels is the Intercontinental champion. And after Raw, the tag team champions are Yokozuna and Sid, because as per the stipulation, it's Camp Cornette is Yokozuna, Sid, and Owen Hart. But Camp Cornette got to choose who they put, so they put Sid and Yoko. So they're the tag team champions right now.
And Bigelow takes the pin. Bulldog again, so in trouble. And we did have a note, and I don't know if we want to continue with this, but maybe that Owen is a little agitated that Cornette didn't choose him to be in the tag title match. So we can see if that leads to anything. But for now, they're good. They got the belts back. It's Sid, Yoko, and Owen is Camp Cornette. So
yeah. Okay. So I think the first thing to talk about is, what do we want the main event of do we want to mirror the main event of In Your House 3? Because I think we actually could, and it might actually be interesting.
All right. Well, let's talk about this. So Bret Hart is our champion.
Yeah.
And we're going to get him to Survivor Series.
Yes.
Do we know yet, is that going to be a feud match, or is that going to be something that heats up, after In Your House 4? So do we need to do anything now to get us to Bret's big match at Survivor Series?
No, I think that we need to heat up his opponent. That's
okay.
It.
All right.
So that's
do you want Bret fighting on this show?
Yeah, but I don't know if it needs to be a title defense. Well, that's what I'm asking about the Survivor, because the main event of the original In Your House is Shawn and Diesel against Yoko, and it ends up being the Bulldog, right?
Right.
So I wonder if we want to do something similar with the way the titles are broken down now. Because Bret and Shawn is actually an interesting team that we've never really seen before.
Right. So you do Bret and Shawn versus Sid and Yoko.
Yeah, which is a pretty cool, two small guys against two large guys.
I guess I would ask, what if in three-way matches weren't really a thing yet. 4-way would kind of come in at the Raw Bowl, so we're not far off. Because if we do that, do you want to work in Diesel and Bigelow as well into that scenario? So then we can have them completely blow apart in that match, maybe.
I think Diesel needs to go over somebody here strong.
Okay.
And he's not going to go because we have two things to do with Diesel. Well, we have two, right? We have getting him ready for. Let's throw our cards on the table. We're keeping the Diesel Bret Hart match at Survivor Series, correct?
Maybe, because you mentioned off air a potential path to WrestleMania. So
this is the same. Yeah, this would be the same one. But go on.
Well, I guess it depends if you're picturing Diesel winning that belt at Survivor Series.
I am not.
Okay, then we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Diesel needs to beat somebody. So we have two in your houses with Diesel to get him ready. Okay. And I think on one of them he should beat someone, and the other one he can be part of the explosion of the Bulldog Bigelow.
It feels like that should happen first.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
But I will throw out, if we want to do the opposite of that, do we pay Luger to hang around for 3 more weeks?
I think we need to not use Luger. If we're going to let him go, we need to just let him go.
Because you could just turn him and have Diesel beat him and run him off. Like, actually, you don't even have to turn him because Diesel's a face. You could have Diesel kill him at this show and send him packing. But if we wanted to go the same way it went, he's gone on Nitro already. So
yeah,
that's fine. We've used him a lot. We don't have to get lazy.
He's gone. Let's go with him being gone. Look, the way I had originally thought about it was that he squashes someone on this one, and then the next one is the blow up, where he still comes out. So my idea for the blow up, give me your thoughts on this. It's going to be a 6-man match with Diesel, Bigelow, and the Bulldog against Sid, Yoko, and Owen. Now I know we've kind of played around with those guys a lot, but this is the first 6-man where they're going to fight together. I think Bulldog's got a turn in the match. Maybe he beats up Bigelow or something, and then maybe he leaves. Maybe he something we can discuss that. But I think Diesel should still win the match. Even though Bulldog is turned. What do you think?
Are we turning Diesel or no?
I think we keep Diesel turning the same way he turns on Bret.
Because in my mind, I thought we were building toward Bulldog. Because to me, Bulldog turning and leaving and Diesel winning goes against Bulldog's entire strategy. Right? His strategy has been to ruin this team. Yeah. So what if we do something like similar to In Your House 3 with Bulldog? So it's Diesel. It's supposed to be Diesel and Bigelow against Sid and Yoko at In Your House 3. Okay. That's the match on paper. Bigelow's missing. Gets beat up. Something. Bulldog, I'll take his spot. Bulldog takes his spot. And then they win the tag belts. Bigelow comes out and it reveals that Bulldog kicked the shit out of him. And Bigelow's like, what the hell? And Diesel is kind of like, I don't care. I just want the gold either way. There has to be Bulldog has to wedge them somehow, right? And blow them up, right? And then at 4, your Diesel squash could be squashing Bigelow because he's gone anyway, soon. So Diesel could wreck him. We need a big name for him to wreck. That's the guy. They blow up and he kills them in Your House 4. Yeah,
I like that. But I don't know if I want to so it's going to be against Sid and Yoko, right?
Yeah, and then Bulldog can join Camp Cornette off of it if we want.
Okay, so what are we doing for the main event of that show then? Because we have 2 champions, right? Shawn and Bret.
Yeah, I think Shawn, we have a slew of guys debuting that we got to talk about. We got Jean-Pierre Lafitte, Goldust, Marty Jannetty's back, Steve Austin, but he's later. Aja Kong we'll get to, Dean Douglas, we want to do Shane Douglas, Ahmed Johnson, Henry Godwin, Public Enemy, if we want to use them. They were kind of floating around. I assume I had PE. I'm assuming it's Public Enemy. One option could be, we bring in Douglas as Shane Douglas because we've already done Candido and Spicoli. Yeah. And do Shawn versus Douglas in the IC belt at 3, which could be fun. We could do Shawn. Since we're sticking to realistic, Shawn is still getting taken out, right? Yeah, that's not till 4.
That's it. So we could do Shawn and Douglas at 3, and then at 4 the belt is held up, and it's Douglas and somebody else.
Or Douglas just beats him at 3.
Yeah, we could have Douglas beat him.
And we don't even have to do the stupid forfeit.
Yeah.
One other outside the box option, if we don't want to do Shawn losing, could be Jannetty comes back as a heel, and we get Shawn and Marty.
Yeah, that's interesting too. I had thought of putting Marty against Candido at 3, just as like a showcase match.
Yeah, that could be fun too. But Candido is a face for us, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. See, because if we here's a path we could take, right? A path we could take would be the end game at Survivor Series is Douglas is the Intercontinental Champion defending against Candido.
Right.
And I think we get there by like a strong Candido victory here. And then Douglas getting his hands on the Intercontinental title either here or at In Your House 4.
Yeah, I think Douglas beating Michaels is a good surprise.
Okay.
As long as we're confident we can get Shawn to agree to that job.
We're in charge.
And he's Shane Douglas, no Dean Douglas. He's in here as like the franchise Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
Like ECW.
Yeah. Let me throw out another match quickly, just to fill some card that I think we should do here, is The Undertaker against Savio Vega.
Yeah.
Like it's the natural flow of that match. And at In Your House 4, we'll do the big blow off with Razor.
Okay. And yeah, we'll get to that in a sec who wins, but
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have obviously Taker beat Vega.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Candido over Jannetty.
Well, hold on. What's the other thing we said? It's Bulldog. Yeah, Candido over Jannetty. Bulldog and Diesel Bulldog defeat win the tag titles.
Yep. And that is where so Bulldog replaces Bigelow.
Yeah. Are we still going to strip them of the tag titles afterwards?
So, I think it's not revealed here that Bulldog's joining Camp Cornette. We could do something on Raw the next night where they have a rematch because they say it wasn't fair or whatever, and Bulldog lays down and lets them win it back, and then joins Camp Cornette. And
yeah, that's fine.
And it shows that the whole plan was just to break up Diesel and Bigelow,
right?
All along from Cornette.
Okay, I like that.
And then Bigelow can come out and attack Bulldog, and Diesel just leaves.
So that means that Yoko and Owen. Well, actually, it's not Yoko and Owen. It's Yoko and Sid, by the way.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to switch it for the next night? Do you want to switch Owen? Maybe Owen like campaigns to get the shot again. Unless you want to turn Owen. Do we want to take him out of Camp Cornette? Because the other option is Bulldog comes in and Owen campaigns and Cornette says no, and he turns and leaves at some point too. Or do we like him better in Camp Cornette? Because if so, I wouldn't hate swapping him in for Sid and turning Sid out of there.
I like the idea of turning Owen though. That's interesting, and different.
Right.
Sid's going to turn organically anyway, right? Over the next year.
Okay. All right. So let's finish 3 and then we'll get to that Raw.
Yeah.
So for now, it's Bulldog and Diesel beat Yoko and Sid for the tag belts.
Yeah.
Bulldog replaces Bigelow, and it's revealed that he attacked him and took him out. Diesel basically doesn't care.
What are we doing with Bret Hart?
So I had one idea.
Okay.
Fan favorite Gorilla Monsoon president says, hey, 1, 2, 3 kid, you've had an amazing run and you came up just short, made a ladder matches. He's almost there. Yeah. And we're going to reward you with the shot of a lifetime against Bret the Hitman Hart in Your House 3. And you let them just tear it down for 15 minutes at the end of the night.
Yep, I'm good with that.
My other option, and we could think about this before, is that you want to hot shot one of the new guys up, Helmsley, Lafitte, Goldust.
I don't think so because we're going through so much trouble to build up the challengers.
Right.
Like, and I think we've done enough with the kid to build him up to like.
Yeah.
Now that's 5 matches. The original card had 6. Do we want to throw something else on there?
Yeah. Do we want to save Goldust for 4 still?
Yeah, I think so. And do you want to, because we talked about men on a mission as like a heel team. Do you want to have them beat the guns here or?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking through. I don't know what else we would do, honestly. As we got Taker on there. We get everyone else. It would either be, I would say, men on a mission, or again, if we wanted to showcase another one of the new guys at all. But
yeah, we have Akushi still, who we're kind of moving up. And like, are we going to have Bret defend the belt at the next In Your House as well?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. If we want to have him do like against a new guy, we could do it there.
Yeah, because if maybe we put Hakushi over someone here, then we do Bret Hakushi.
Yeah.
So Hakushi could beat.
Is he a face? We're gonna do a face again.
No, he's still with Lawler.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it actually works out quite well.
Instead of Candido, then do you want to do Hakushi beats Jannetty, and then we'll come up with something else for Candido?
Yeah, let's do that.
Or should we have Hakushi beat someone that's actually like in? I just don't know if we have anyone else that's like worthy of defeating, because Jarrett's gone.
Yeah.
Luger's gone.
Holly, Fatu.
No. Yeah, I think
because I like the Bret Hart and Kid. If we weren't using Kid there, we could put Hakushi over Kid.
Or Hakushi beats Candido in a rematch from SummerSlam.
Yeah, well, we could do that. That's right. Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're still and
so yeah, we're still at 5. Do you want to do something with the women, or do you want to use Jannetty to put over Helmsley or Lafitte or Goldust? Do you want to use any of those guys?
I'm good with Goldust. Naturally debuts at 4, right? That's when he actually starts.
Yep, so we can do it there.
So why don't we
do the
leave him there?
match? Whatever. I'm good either way.
I don't care. Like, look, what do we have? We have a tag match already, so we don't necessarily have to do that. Yeah, why don't we build up Helmsley or something?
Okay.
We'll do like Helmsley Godwin or Helmsley Fatu.
Yeah, that happens at 3 anyway. Or Jannetty. We didn't use him now.
Oh yeah, we got Jannetty. Jannetty's a good choice. I like Jannetty to put guys over.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so our In Your House 3 is, we'll set up the card, I guess, in order. So we'll open with Helmsley defeating Jannetty.
How about Hakushi defeating Candido?
Okay, you want to run that back to back? I didn't know because he's like a world title contender, like to open. If you wanted to like slide that later or something.
Well, or put Douglas Michaels.
No, they never opened with the IC then, really.
Yeah.
I think Hakushi Candido, then Helmsley Jannetty.
Yeah.
And Douglas wins the IC, but then you bounce right back with Taker to pop the crowd.
Yeah.
Then you do the whole tag thing. Because you need the whole night to tell the tag story anyway.
Yeah.
Bigelow's not here or he's laid out, whatever. And then main event is Bret. Or do you want to main event the tag? We could say Gorillas push the tag to the main event to give time.
Yeah, do that.
End with the
That's our big angle.
Yeah.
And truth be told, like no one's probably buying Kid winning.
Right.
But then again, with the year he's had, you never know. Like
yeah, I mean, we're pushing him the hell out of him. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. So then we go to Raw the next night. That's where Bulldog hands over the titles to Camp Cornette.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Yoko and Sid because you want to explore Owen turning.
Yeah, I guess. Let's do. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
We don't have to do it yet, but.
Okay.
Do you want to do the Men on a Mission squashing the guns here?
On Raw, sure.
And this doesn't all have to be the next night. We can just kind of do like the Raws between 3 and 4, the things that will happen.
Yeah.
Goldust vignettes, obviously.
Yeah.
I like Lafitte. I'd like to do something with him.
Yeah.
What if he joined? He feels like a good guy to mix in with like Hakushi and Lawler. If Lawler's going to kind of build a little stable up. So what if he helped Hakushi win at 3, and then we do Candido and Lafitte at 4?
We could. But I want Candido to win.
Yeah. Yeah, Lafitte, whatever. He can have like a quick run. Yeah, because Candido's going to get the Survivor Series. Do you want to do like an ECW stable? With Douglas, Candido, Spicoli, and someone else?
I think that Douglas and Candido, I think we're going to keep Candido a face, and Douglas is a much better natural heel.
Okay.
So as much as I like the idea, I don't think it works yet. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, we can wait. All right. So Lafitte debuts, joins King's Army.
Yeah.
By the way, we're just never using Yankum in all this, right?
No, we actually said he doesn't exist in our world.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that's 3.
Yeah.
And then we'll do Candido defeats Lafitte at 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Brett's going to beat Hakushi, right?
Yeah. I think though I guess at this point he has to main event, because I was going to say 4 should be main evented by Taker and Ramon, but if they're not main eventing the last one, he should probably main event this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Goldust. He's going to debut at 4.
Jannetty. Yeah, you want to just keep him with Jannetty?
I think Jannetty's an option, and I think Fatu's an option.
Yeah. Let's just keep Jannetty. I think he's our guy to put guys over.
He's our jobber. Yeah. And so we have these. We have no tag title match on this show, but that's actually okay, I think.
And no IC.
Well, do we want to do an IC to build Douglas up a little bit?
Yeah, so I think so.
What about he could beat the Kid?
I don't know if I want to keep running that well, honestly. Like, I feel like every title match we just go into Kid through all this, which is fine, but it's like it kind of feels like a.
Yeah, I get it. Do you want to do? We could do heel. We could do or tweener. Douglas could defend against Owen.
Maybe Cornette gets Owen the match.
Yeah.
To like make up for him being pissed off.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe like Bulldog inadvertently cost him or something, because he's going to keep getting angrier. I want to turn Owen at Survivor Series. Like I want to have Camp Cornette at a Survivor Series match and Owen turns on them.
Yeah. Well, maybe it should be Yoko that costs him. I know that sounds weird, but the Bulldog is now on a trajectory to go do something else through Camp Cornette.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to put this on the Raws that Cornette gets
him the match,
an IC title match, to smooth the issues over.
And I think you can use Lawler to get Hakushi the match against Hart.
Yeah,
like he goads him into it, kind of, as opposed to like Hakushi earning it. Like,
yeah, I think that works. It'll be fun, like at some point, for the winter to reunite Brett and Owen too.
Yeah.
Because then, depending on where we go for Mania, they could have like a tag or something.
Yeah. I put that in the ideas.
Yeah, I threw it at the bottom. All right, anything we're missing for 4? Obviously, we said no tag matches, but that's fine.
We have enough. We have the 6 matches that they had, but
still no women's match.
No, we'll do it at Survivor Series.
Yeah. So Lawler,
which is kind of what they did anyway.
So Lawler beats Hakushi, or Brett into the Hakushi match. All right, so we have to talk Taker Ramon. Who's winning?
This is where what number one, what type of match is it? I don't want to do like a buried alive or something like that.
Oh, we can do casket. We haven't done casket yet with them, have we? I don't think so.
Yeah, we did. We did a cat. We did
Is
a
that
cat.
the In Your House 1 match? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's Ramon won it, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, is this it? Is Taker winning? Who's winning?
Yes. This is where the feud ends and Taker beats him.
So why don't we just do like a death match? Like, I'm trying to think of the word, whatever. Where they got to get up at 10, last man standing.
Like a falls count anywhere.
Yeah. Well, we kind of just did that with the Havana street fight. That's kind of the same thing.
I guess, yeah.
We can do a cage if you want to main event.
Yes. Yeah, let's do a cage.
Because that keeps.
But I
Savio
don't
out.
think. But I don't think we can main event it.
They're
Like,
not
I
going
don't
to
think
take
we
the
should-
cage apart. They're not unless we open with it, which they're not going to do either.
Or we put Brett back in the main event of
At 3, let's
In-House
just do that.
3.
Because Hart Kid's a fun main event.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
than Hart Hakushi.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Hart
Just so
Kid.
that he doesn't. You know how Brett is, right?
Yeah. I know you don't want to have the back-to-back undercard.
You know, I wasn't even in the main event. all right, Brett. That's enough.
Yeah. So I think if you're going to have a cage match, it's main eventing at the set.
Put it last. That's fine.
Okay. Do you want to do Hart Hakushi before it, or do you want to have like Goldust in between them?
Let's put something in between.
Okay.
Put Hardakushi in the middle.
No,
of
we
the
should do
show.
Diesel Bigelow probably because that's like the semi-main.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So I think something like this: Candido beats Lafitte,
Yeah.
Goldust beats Jannetty, Douglas beats
Maybe
Owen.
switch Douglas and Owen with Goldust and Jannetty.
Okay. Break up the title matches.
Yeah, and that way, like, we don't have the two quote unquote meaningless matches like back to back.
Okay. Hart beats Hakushi. Diesel beats squashes Bigelow,
Yeah,
and then
and
Taker beats
Undertaker
Ramon.
to end the feud.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so now we're on to Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
So originally, 6 matches, 4 of them were Survivor Series matches.
Okay.
I think we talked about a few other things, but I had some ideas for either 3 Survivor Series matches or 2 Survivor Series matches. But I think one of the Survivor Series matches and one of the things I really liked about that card was the wild card match.
Mhm.
And I think we have enough interesting guys. Like, we can even put Ramon and Taker on the same team.
And
Like-
what about Owen is against Camp Cornette guys, and they're like, "You're going to lay down for us, right?" And that's where Owen turns. He's like, "Fuck you," and he fights him, and maybe he eliminates Bulldog or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Yoko,
Well, we have
whatever.
something we had talked about at this show was having Bulldog beat Bigelow.
I think we're done with that.
Yeah, I think we can't do that anymore.
Or we'll get Bigelow in
because-
the wild card match, and Bulldog pins him, and that's it for them.
Yeah.
I think that's it for the. I don't think we need to do another
Okay.
singles with them.
So
what
are
if
we gonna do? What if we do Sid, Bulldog, Shawn, and
Yoko?
Yoko against Owen, Ahmed, Taker, and Ramon?
And no Bigelow there?
Oh shit, Bigelow. Well, we don't even need it. We could say he's hurt. Diesel hurt him.
Okay, you didn't want to have Bulldog pin him though, because we had talked about that. We can unpin him on Raw. You just want to do it on Raw?
Yeah, let's do it on Raw.
All right. And Bigelow leaves. Camp Cornette beats him up.
Yeah.
And Diesel doesn't save.
No. He watches it. Like from the
Right.
top of the ramp.
All right, so that's it for Bigelow. He's done.
Yeah.
All right, so Sid, Bulldog, Michaels, Yoko. But they should lose, right?
Yeah. In fact, Ramon should probably win.
And
Like,
Owen. I think Ramon and Owen should win. Unless you want to
That's
have the
fair.
Camp Cornette jump Owen after he eliminates Yoko or whatever. And they beat him up.
I like the idea of Owen winning. They could beat him up after the match, and then
Right.
Ramon could just casually leave.
Okay. So does he
But I-
eliminate Bulldog? He should eliminate all I know what kind of takes away from Taker or Ramon, but what if he eliminates all 3 Camp Cornette guys, and then we can have Ramon pin Shawn?
Yeah. Shawn can like make his way through the team after.
Right.
Like Shawn could beat Ahmed. Shawn could beat Taker.
I think Owen goes. I think Camp Cornette lays him out. So it's
Okay.
Owen refuses to lay down for Camp Cornette.
Yeah.
And then eliminates Sid, Yoko, and Bulldog.
Yeah.
They lay him out.
Yeah.
Shawn
Michaels.
That sets up Shawn's run.
Yeah. So we still have to have Ahmed slam Yoko. It's a big moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this though. If it feels weird not having Shawn win this match.
Yeah, but
like what if Ramon lays out Taker as the Camp Cornette shit's going on? Shawn, heats up, right? He pins Owen after they beat him down.
Yeah.
Shawn pins Ahmed, which who cares? I mean, we can't protect everybody, right? So pins Ahmed.
Yeah.
And then Ramon and Taker get into it. Ramon slugs him and walks off. And Shawn goes over Taker. Because Ramon can still be protected by not getting pinned. He just walked. He's like, fuck off. I'm out of here. And
yeah, we could do that. Or we could also do the Shawn alone against 3 guys, which he is very good at. Right?
And have them win or have them eliminate them.
Have them eventually So
Taker, Ramon, and Ahmed all survive. Owen only gets eliminated because he gets beat up.
No, have Ahmed get eliminated by somebody. He can get eliminated by
Shawn.
Sid or
the only one standing. No, Camp Cornette doesn't eliminate anyone. They start the match, and we have a pre-match promo, and they start the match by saying Owen's going to lay down. Yeah. Owen says, fuck you, and he eliminates all 3 of them before tagging anyone else. Like, he just fucking runs through all of them on his own. That leaves Shawn against all 4 guys. Camp Cornette kicks the shit out of Owen. Shawn takes him out. So you're left with Shawn, Ahmed, and Taker. So from there...
I like that idea. Hold on. So let me, as you were saying it, what if, Owen eliminates Sid, Bulldog, Yoko, like you said, right away, right? Then Michaels eliminates Ahmed. Michaels eliminates Taker, right? And then Camp Cornette, like Shawn is like completely devastated by this point.
Right.
Camp Cornette beats up Owen.
Back out. Yeah.
They beat up Owen. Maybe they even beat up Shawn too. And or they beat up Owen. Shawn pins Owen. And then he's just too tired to go on. Right. And Ramon, so it doesn't hurt him at all.
Yeah.
Especially with the idea that's percolating going forward. Does that make sense?
Instead of Shawn pinning Taker, should his next feud come out and attack Taker? I just don't see Shawn Michaels pinning on a Taker in a Survivor Series, man. It's just not realistic at this point. And I'm not saying we're living in a realistic time, but it's just not that's one thing that's probably definitely would not happen. So we can bring back LT if you want.
What if Taker gets counted out or disqualified?
Well, that's what I'm saying by the new. So I think there's a couple options. All right. There is Shane Douglas, who kicks off his march to maybe building the CCW stable by attacking Taker. And then maybe he recruits Candido and he keeps trying to get him to join or whatever.
Is Douglas losing the Intercontinental earlier in the night?
No.
We're going to keep it on him?
I think. Well, let's see how we get there. And then the other option is Goldust.
Yeah.
If you want to have him because he's not going to feud with Ramon now in our world.
No.
So does he target Taker right away?
Maybe.
And we do and Goldust comes out and maybe just distracts him, and Taker, does his little flip over the rope and stalks after Goldust and gets counted out.
Yeah. We could do
But
that.
I kind of like the idea of Douglas making a statement and attacking Undertaker as well. But we don't do that here. We can do that like the Rumble or something, like, and build that to Mania if we want it. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to do Taker Goldust for a couple months to kill time.
I just don't want to hurt Goldust too much. That's the only thing.
Right. I mean, he does start feuding with Taker in what, May or April anyway. But yes,
That's
you
true.
might want to build him up more. I'm fine with Douglas attacking him or distracting him, because I like building Douglas up to set up like an ECW stable. And I think you can blow
let's
that
do
off
that.
at the Rumble if you want.
Let's do that.
All right. So Shawn pins on Med. Taker is counted out after Douglas shows up.
Yeah.
What if Public Enemy debuts earlier in the night in a Survivor Series match as a surprise team, and then they come out and help Douglas here or something
Sure.
to like debut them as the beginning of this group?
Yeah. Okay.
And then they're going to recruit Candido slowly over the coming months.
Okay. So are we not doing Candido against Douglas here for the Intercontinental?
No, we can. And Candido has like a hard luck loss.
Okay.
Douglas escapes with the belt, but it's like maybe Douglas shakes his hand after because he's trying. Douglas is. We got to paint him as like a manipulator, right? The franchise a manipulator.
Yeah.
So like he pins Candido and gives him respect after the match.
Yeah.
And that kind of starts to sow some seeds of like him wanting Candido, because you kind of wonder why. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. It's 3 matches.
Now the only thing we have to decide is, similar to Luger, are we having Shane? Like, if Shane's back on January 4, whatever house party is, 96 ECW. So if we're gonna do this, it's either gonna be fast or we're keeping him longer. Which I'm fine saying maybe he sticks around on Mania and then goes back. Like, I don't think that changes much, but
no. We've also got some big players coming in relatively soon towards Mania, right?
Right. We got Austin
and Vader.
We're not going to get to Foley.
No.
Was Taker Douglas a big enough Mania match to blow off? Like, if he buries Douglas there and that ends the angle?
We're probably not doing Taker Diesel, right? Since everything is up in the air anyway, right? So then it kind of cuts down the options. Now, an interesting option is maybe not here yet for Taker.
Right.
So I guess it just depends what direction we want to go there.
Right. Because they could start the stable here. I mean, here to Mania is like a decent little run for the group. Again, it depends. Like, if we want to stay real to it and say he leaves, but he probably doesn't leave if he's not getting fucked by the Click and he's over. You know what I mean? Like, he's he might stick around. He only leaves because he gets hurt and then he gets pissed and leaves. So because he's back at the house party.
Yeah. The other option with Taker is we put him in a feud with Camp Cornette.
That feels.
But I like I like the ECW feel though, because I'm trying to think of where we're gonna go with Taker to Mania. Like, and are we sowing the seeds here? But
it's so different too, because we can still have him challenge for the belt at the. Well, I guess no, the Rumble's probably where you're switching it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So.
And do we really want that match again?
No, I know. But I'm trying to think of, maybe they swarm him and eliminate him from the Rumble.
Yeah, that's good. We could do that. That's good. Okay.
All right, so they slowly recruit Candido.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe he joins them at the Rumble.
Yeah. I think leading up to that, it's Public Enemy and Spicoli.
Yeah, and then
I don't think anyone else comes in, right? Besides like Austin,
Yeah.
but he's not really an ECW guy.
No, but not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but just when I have the idea, you could have all the ECW's guys in the ring and Taker's like just fucking trashing them and destroying them.
Right.
And Candido sees them being hurt and he joins. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Something like that. And they eliminate Undertaker.
Yep. And then you can even do like Taker, Candido it in your house 6, to kind of have him go through them.
Yeah.
And then he gets to Douglas at Mania.
Interesting.
He can cost Douglas the IC belt along the way too.
Yeah. Against the Kid, obviously.
Naturally. There's no one else. All right. So back to Survivor Series then. We got 3 matches so far.
Yeah.
We want to have Goldust win something, right?
Well, do we want to put him in another in another Survivor Series match and have him be the survivor.
Yeah, so let's just plug in. What do you want to do with the women? Are we doing Blaze?
Yeah, I think.
Or are we doing the women's match?
I think it's one. I think it's just one or the other. It depends what you want to do. Like,
I'm already doing the tag, and then Kong beats Blaze in your house, and she leaves.
is she still around it in your house? The next one?
She leaves like in early December. Like it's a week. Like I think we could fudge it if we want. Or Kong beats her on Raw. We could do that too. The next night.
It's just because if we're being strict with Luger because of what she does in WCW, we should probably be strict with her too.
But she's not going to have the belt. If are we keeping the women's division going or not? Like, is Kong going to beat her and we do it without her up to Mania? Because I think there's a world where we could do that.
There is. I just don't know who her opponents are. But maybe you could talk me through that because I don't know who's
have
there to fight her.
Some of the All Japan women that are around at that time, like who could come in.
Right.
We can maybe talk to Chad. Can help us on that one.
Give us some challenges.
Yeah, we just kill the division. We do the women's tag and they're done. Like, if we're gonna do that, I would say don't even bother doing the friggin' tag match. Like, we could probably use the space better. Like, if she's just gonna leave anyway, then why bother? You know?
Right. So then we don't do anything with the women on the show.
No, because who cares? She's pissed and leaving anyway. So.
Yeah. I do like the idea of getting Aja Kong on the show, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because if Blaze is leaving with the belt, then the division's dead. Or Blaze just leaves and cuts a promo on Nitro instead. And the division lives on with the All Japan women.
Right. Do we want to have the women on because it's a pretty good match and just to do the tag match again?
I would say if we're going to do the tag match, then Kong should beat Blaze the next night on Raw. Blaze leaves and we keep the women's title around.
Okay, let's try that.
Because
it gives us another option it gives us a little other option for like undercard matches at the Rumble and like.
Right. All right. If anyone has any suggestions in the comments, let us know for
challengers.
What's funny as we're talking about this is I'm watching an old Prime Time and there's got Velvet McIntyre, Leilani Kai. I'm trying to see who these other women are. Like, there's our possibilities.
You want to use them?
Martin. I don't know who the other chick is. Leilani Kai is still around. So let's do that. Is that something different? And I think they could have really had something cooking if they ran with the All Japan women.
Yep, I agree.
All right, so we'll do the women's tag as is.
Yeah.
Does it end the same? Kong kills everyone?
Yeah. Now we have a decision to make. Like, do we want, with Goldust specifically, do we want to put him in a Survivor Series match? Or do we want to give him a one-on-one match and put someone else in the Survivor Series matches?
We got two more probably.
Well, right now we have 4 matches. The original card had 6.
Yeah, so we can do 2 more Survivor matches.
Yeah, it's harder than you think, I would imagine, but let's try.
Because you still have some of the guys that were in that other one. We got Lawler's crew. We haven't used them.
Yeah.
We got like guys like Helmsley, Godwin,
Kid,
Ahmed. Oh no, we have Ahmed, Janetti. When does Austin show up? It'll probably be a little early, right? He's after
not there yet. Yeah.
Okay,
let's build the Lawler one. So it's Hakushi, Triple H.
Well, Lafitte, right?
Lafitte, Triple H.
Is Lawler going to fight? Are we saying he's reinstated for this?
Yeah, he gets reinstated. Let's say.
All right, so Lawler gets.
He has to replace some. He has to replace somebody. Like somebody else is there that he has to replace. They get hurt or something, and then it just turns out that Lawler beat him up.
All right, so we're not reinstating him on Raw. It's like that night.
Yeah.
Bigelow.
I think he's done, but we could bring him back.
No, is there someone we don't care about, like that's kind of leaving that we could just that's like writes them off?
I don't know. I'm looking.
I mean,
it would be Bigelow.
We could have debuted Yankum on Raw, but not as Yankum. If we want, because he is with Lawler. So if you want to debut him after In Your House 3 to join the army as like Unabomber or whatever.
Sure.
Unabomb, whatever his stupid name was. So we'll do that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if you want to put Goldust, like what are we doing with Goldust?
Well, let's see if we can do a second match with him. So let's do Hakushi, Lafitte, Unabomber, and Lawler. I think Lawler just gets reinstated, like on Raw, so we don't have to do another attack. Like we just kind of done that.
Sure. So we're not putting Triple H in there. He'll be in the other one.
Yeah, he'll be with Goldust. All right, so Hakushi, Lafitte, Unabomber, and Lawler.
Kid, Jannetty.
Yeah.
And the Guns.
Yeah. Or do you want to do the Guns and the other one to do Men on a Mission, Goldust, and Helmsley?
Men on the Mission, Goldust, and Helmsley against the Guns.
Oh, Public Enemy. We wanted to have them debut anyway. So they debut with faces, and then they turn like later to help Douglas.
Okay. So the Guns and Public Enemy are fighting Men on a Mission, Goldust, and Helmsley. Good. Mm-hmm. Is Goldust surviving this?
Yes.
Okay.
And Helmsley.
Yeah. Goldust should survive it by having done almost nothing.
Right. So the other option is we don't do all of King's Army. We kill Unabomb off. Don't even bother with that. And do Hakushi, Lafitte, Goldust, and Helmsley with Lawler against Kid, Jannetty, Godwin, and someone. And then put a team in the other one. If that's like a weird match.
So another name to throw out. Are we doing anything more with Savio?
Right. I just assume he's like out there with Ramon.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like Ramon's backup.
Okay. We also have Bob Holly and Fatu running around.
All right. Well, do we want to switch that, or do you want to keep it all Lawler's Army? Is Goldust and Helmsley with Men on a Mission against Guns and Public Enemy seem like not like a good spot for them? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
No.
So maybe it's better to put them with Hakushi and Lafitte.
Yeah. And why don't we do Men on a Mission and the Blues? Are they still there?
No. How about we do actually? We could do Men on a Mission with King's Army. Because they're like a team now. We could say Hakushi and Lafitte are like a team with Lawler.
Okay. Hakushi, Lafitte, and Men on a Mission against
the Guns
and Public Enemy.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Goldust and Helmsley, we just got to find them two partners.
Against Kid, Jannetty,
Holly, Godwin.
Holly, or Fatu. Do you want to put? Do we want to put Bam Bam in? Because like, I feel like Bam Bam does add a bit of star power to like.
Yeah, Goldust could pin him, and that's it.
Yeah.
So let's put him instead of Holly.
Okay. So who's with Goldust and Helmsley?
We need two.
Waylon Mercy.
I don't know. I can't decide if I like Lawler's Army as a unit with Lawler in it better.
Well, why don't we do? Why don't we move Men? We didn't want Men on a Mission with Goldust and Helmsley, right?
Yeah, but they could be with them if they're against the other team. I just felt like Goldust and Helmsley against like Public Enemy and the Guns like seems stupid.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's put Goldust, Helmsley, and Men on a Mission against Kid, Jannetty, Bigelow, and Godwin.
Yeah. And
then we'll do Lawler's Army against the Guns and Public Enemy.
Yeah. All right. So Unabomber.
And we can have Public Enemy win.
Yeah. Right. In that match, they can win.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, if we're not going to have them win, they could just get like DQ'd by using a table or something. But
yeah. But this way they could win.
All right. So we'll do Unabomber, Hakushi, Lafitte, and Lawler.
Yeah.
Against the Guns and Public Enemy.
Yeah.
And then Goldust, Helmsley, and Men on a Mission against Kid, Jannetty, Bigelow, and Godwin.
Yeah.
That's Bigelow's final match.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anyone else we're missing?
I don't think so. We have Jannetty.
Yeah. We said Vega, but
Brett,
we're going to have him
Shawn.
with Ramon.
Yeah, it's fine. We have the Guns. We have.
Do we want Spicoli out there with Candido, or do we not care about him enough right now?
What if he came out as a surprise on this show?
Well, he's already been on.
Yeah, I know he's been on, but what if this is
yeah.
the first time we see him with Candido?
Does he turn on Candido to go with Douglas yet or no?
Oh no! Oh no! Sorry. What if he comes out with? Sorry, not Candido. With Douglas.
Yeah.
And it becomes like, what's he doing? Like, it's just a hint of like what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Because I think we want to keep. If we're going to go heavy on the ECW group, then they're going to be rolling. Like, we can't not have them on the show.
Yeah, no. It's good. Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So we open with the Lawler's Army, Public Enemy right out of the gate, I would say.
Okay.
Then we'll do
let's
the women.
Or do you want to do the Intercontinental?
No, I like that third.
Okay.
Third.
Okay.
Then you go to the Goldust match.
Yeah.
Then you go to Owen, the wild card.
Yeah. And then
Hard Diesel.
Bret. Diesel.
Which we didn't talk about at all, but that's still no holds barred, and Bret wins.
The same. It's the same.
Yes.
And Diesel like semi-turns after the match.
Right. Okay. All right.
So coming out of this match, then we have Public Enemy winning that match, standing strong.
Mm-hmm.
We have Douglas winning a hard-fought match against Candido.
And Spicoli doesn't help him. He's like, he doesn't cheat to win. He beats Candido. It's like a hard wrestle 15-minute match.
Yeah.
Spicoli's just out there with Douglas.
Yeah. We have Goldust and Helmsley as the survivors against Kid, Jannetty, Bigelow, and Godwin.
And Bigelow's
have
after that.
Yeah, we have Razor Ramon as the sole survivor of the wild card match after Shawn held on. Owen eliminated the 3 Camp Cornette guys, and then Shawn miraculously fought against everyone, but just eventually just ran out of gas.
Yep.
Undertaker was counted out chasing off Candido and whatnot. And then we have Bret playing possum to beat Diesel.
Yeah, Taker runs off Douglas, you mean. Douglas and Public Enemy.
That's what I meant. I keep saying Candido, but that's what I mean. Yeah.
I think Douglas should start hinting on Raw because like you need to know that he's coming out there for Taker. So I think he starts to hint like veiled threats at Taker on Raw.
Maybe not at Taker, but like not at Taker specifically, but it's vague. It's like I'm coming after somebody big, like along those. I'm going to make a statement.
Okay.
And then when we see him come out to get Taker, that's where it is.
Right. Yeah. We have Ahmed slamming Yoko. Should that be after they get eliminated? Because in my world, Owen cuts through all 3 of them with no tags.
What if Owen doesn't start?
So Ahmed.
What if Ahmed starts against Yoko? They fight a bit, slam. The heels get the upper hand on Ahmed, and then Ahmed tags out Owen, and then he runs through them.
Yeah, because then they're like, time to lay down, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Owen looks around, looks at the crowd, and then we can even do something earlier in the night where like Bret meets with Owen and like tells him to like stand up for himself or something.
I know we've had our differences, but like the Hearts, we always at least do what's right. Some bullshit.
Stand up for himself. Like, stand up for yourself. These guys are bullying you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just looking quickly through our fall ideas that we had like jotted down just to make sure.
Yeah, we didn't miss something big.
I think we pretty much caught it all.
Are Yoko? Who are the tag type champions at this point?
So Bulldog laid down. So
I
think it's still Sid and Yoko. So I don't know if you want to have them lose it before this.
I think they should.
Okay. You want to do that on a Raw, or do you want to get back to In Your House 4 and do something there?
Unless we want to do something at the next In Your House where they finally lose them.
Oh, they should lose to Spicoli or Public Enemy, whatever, one of those.
Public Enemy.
Part of the ECW stable.
Yeah. Okay. So let's save that for the next In Your House.
Right. You could do something where, like, you could have the Guns as transitions too, if you wanted. Like, the Guns could win it on Raw, and then PE beats the Guns, because Guns beating Sid and Yoko's. I mean, and Public Enemy beating Sid and Yoko is kind of weird. Like, if Public Enemy's heels,
Yeah, it
you know what I
doesn't
mean?
What if the next night on Raw after Survivor Series, Sid and Yoko are like, I don't know, pissed off about something that happened in the wild card match, and there's just some general dissension, and that's how they end up losing to the Guns.
Or what about Kid and Janetti?
I'm fine with that too.
The Guns, whatever. You want to do after Survivor Series, or do you want to do it?
You didn't want to use Kid again in the title. He's going to win all the titles
now.
in the year.
He's going to have like a 3-week tag title reign. That's nothing. Because Public Enemy is going to win the belt at In Your House.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to
more
have
fun match?
Do you want to have Kid and Janetti win before Survivor Series or after?
Let's go after. Let's use the wild card match as a reason why they might have beaten them.
Okay. Yeah, because we got to get Sid out of Camp Cornette anyway.
Yeah. And that's where it can happen. Is Sid even at In Your House 5?
Yes. Him and Kid beat Janetti and Ramon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's at the Raw Bowl, and they're supposed to fight for the tag titles at the Rumble, and then he leaves.
Okay.
So we'll probably have him. Someone should take him out probably on that Raw before the Rumble. Maybe Bulldog finishes him off.
Or Vader.
Yeah, or Vader. Yeah, because he's going to join Camp Cornette, right? So he should show up and eliminate Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then we had some good ideas for the winter that we'll hit on our next episode. All right. Good stuff. All right. Like, we're in a good spot.
Yeah. Definitely different. Definitely interesting. Definitely more interesting than 95.
Yeah. Oh, easily. And like, we're not really doing anything dramatically crazy. Like, the craziest thing we did was like keep LT around. like beyond that, everyone else is like guys that were there.
Yeah.
We're just using them differently, like.
Yeah. And it was LT2, not in a main event role.
Right.
Right. So it's not like it even messed with the top of the card that much. It just kind of helped us buoy the rest of the cards.
And we didn't, the only thing like we're not factoring in probably, which is a little against reality, is like the Click.
Yeah.
And their power. Because like when you look at some of the guys that were pushing, Bigelow, Douglas, like these are guys that kind of got fucked over by the Click. So we're kind of saying they're not as in power, I guess. Because even Shawn losing a Survivor Series, like this is all stuff that was not going to happen. You know what I mean?
No, but we're also featuring the Click pretty heavily with Ramon in a way that they didn't.
No, we are, but their
and
enemies
the kid
are hanging on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're still having Michaels jumped in Syracuse.
I think so. I think we have to, if we're going to factor in Luger leaving, it's the same thing.
Okay.
So that's why you had the option of Douglas beating him at In Your House 3 or him surrendering the title.
I like Douglas beating him because we're going Douglas like hyper push. If we're setting him up to be Taker's Mania opponent potentially, like he's got a good resume now. Like he beat Michaels for the IC belt. At In Your House 4, he beats Owen in Survivor Series. He beats Candido in a workers match, And
you can make him like a Final 4 in the Rumble, like or something.
Right. Yeah.
We'll see what happens when we get there.
Yep. All right. So we'll be back at some point, either toward the end of the year or early next year. And we'll be doing In Your House 5 and the 96 Rumble. And then we'll finish with In Your House 6 and Mania 12. And then we can maybe review the entire card, the year of cards or whatever. Yeah. And, give us your thoughts. Like, is there something you would have booked differently? Is somewhere missing out on? Like, we'll have to find an interesting path for Goldust. I think that'll be a big one because we're not going to have Ramon anymore. That ate up his entire run. Do we bring Piper back still? Like, there's some like interesting stuff there we can talk about.
Yeah.
Austin, right? Are we doing the ring match? Probably not. DiBiase's pretty much gone in our world. So
yeah,
I don't think
then has he become Stone Cold without being pissed off about the ringmaster, right?
Right. So, like, what direction do we debut him as, like, superstar Steve Austin from ECW? Like, what direction do we go with him? That's a big one that we'll have to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, look, we could always bring back DiBiase with the title, right? Because he brings back I failed in the past or whatever. But
and he doesn't have to be. He can still be with DiBiase and be the $1 Million champion without being the ringmaster.
Yep.
He could be Steve Austin with Ted DiBiase. So, if we want to still have him, like, project that way. So,
right.
All right. Good times. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Check out everything here. North South Connection, like I mentioned. No So 95 has been great for this year. And we're hitting our year-end rush. So check out everything covering all the current day PLEs. Survivor Series season, obviously, we're doing the show is upon us. So check out, we'll have match previews. We'll have post-show for that. And then we'll have the Saturday's main event. We'll be covering that too, at John Cena's final match. So a lot of cool stuff happening at the No So. We appreciate you hanging around, liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. Until then, no holds have been barred. Dookie's been dropped, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you, jackass.
Hey, remembered.